How's it going, guys? Today I'm going to be showing you how to replace actually the starter on your RSX. So first off, obviously you have to get yourself a starter. I got my starter right here. It's from Advanced Auto Parts. It's remanufactured one. This is what usually happens with your used starter. So they actually give you a discount if you take yours off and buy this one, obviously, and then send or give your old one to them. They're gonna give me a $35 discount if I do that. So I'm gonna be installing this. I'm gonna see if I can show you what my car does. So once I put my key in, it's in the accessory, right? So see, I just hit my key and it's not turning on. So what I'm having to do every time this happens is just keep hitting the key like this until at some point it'll try to start, and it will start. So I'm sick and tired of doing this. So I'm gonna be installing the new starter in my RSX. So guys, fair warning, your starter is located below your intake manifold. It is right there. That down there is the starter. So in order to swap that out, we have to take the intake manifold off. There's a few people saying that you can actually do this without removing your intake manifold. I find that really hard to do, so I'm just going to go ahead and take off my intake manifold and get that done, because it'll give me more room in order to play a little bit around in there, and it just makes the whole lot of work easier. Okay, so you're gonna want to remove this ground from this bolt. Then you're gonna want to have to take out that bolt, that bolt, that bolt, that bolt right there, and then that bolt right there, and then which is the other one? I can't find it. It's somewhere around here. It's located down. I don't know if you can see that, but down there. I'm gonna try to see if I can find a diagram so you guys can see how many bolts you have to remove. And then of course I'm gonna have to remove my intake and my throttle body. So I'm gonna have to shave this gasket maker off, and I bought some more gasket maker so I could refinish this. Gotta take these out. Man, it's hot outside. It's really hot. To get lost. Oh, it's really in there. Take that out, take the sensor out. Once we do that, it should come right off. Now I also bought a replacement air filter, because look how this one is. It doesn't, I mean, look at this. Next, removing the intake coupler right here. Damn, this baby's out. Okay, so I know what you're thinking. Why don't I just simply remove these bolts, since my Skunk 2 Ultra Street intake manifold is a two-piece manifold? Well, it turns out that I believe if I take this out, then I would have to replace the gasket right here, and I do not have that gasket, and I really don't want to make that gasket with my gasket maker, because this is how it came from stock, and I just don't really want to mess with that. So as I said, I'm going to remove my throttle body, which is this bolt right here, then this bolt right here. There are four bolts actually, so those two, then that one right there, and then the last one is somewhere down there, that one. So you remove those four bolts, then I have to scrape clean this so it'll come out, and then we can start removing the manifold. Okay, so I just removed all 4 bolts. They're right there. So this is already kind of loose. So now what I want to do is remove my TPS sensor. Disconnect, and then my other sensor right there. That's the IACV sensor, if I'm not mistaken. That's the TPS, and then idle control valve sensor. And there you have it. Just removed the throttle body. I have to reuse, obviously, my gasket. And yeah, it's out. So I'm actually going to scrape this clean once I remove the complete intake manifold, because that'll be easier with it out than in here. So I have a coupler in there. Just try to remove that. It's pretty hard. It's stuck in there. There we go. That is out. And since we don't want to lose this, we are going to tighten this right here. Okay, so the bolts I mentioned on the intake manifold are 12 millimeter bolts, or 12 millimeter bolts. So we're going to use a wrench and try to get them out with an extension to make it easier, obviously. Okay, so once we remove all the bolts, you're going to want to disconnect right here. Let me see if I can zoom in on that. You're going to want to disconnect your gas line right here. So I disconnected the gas line to here, to my AM fuel rail. So now we can finally remove the intake manifold. Okay, so I managed to pull my intake manifold off. I'm not going to completely take it out of the car because it's not necessary, but I am going to start disconnecting these 2 wires. This is held on by a bolt. This one you simply just pull out, and I'm gonna now take off the starter. You're gonna want to remove this bolt right here. I am just undoing it right now. It's almost out. And I believe you also have to undo this right here. And then I think I'm missing another one. The other bolt is right there. That long bolt. That is the second bolt you have to remove. Now make sure you disconnect your battery before doing this. I forgot to mention this. I disconnected my battery earlier. Make sure to do that. And I remove all 3 screws. Yep, it came right out. It's a little bit hard doing this with one hand, but here we go. And it's out. Oh, the old starter. Okay, so we're gonna open the new starter. I just want to see how it looks. I haven't opened this box. There we go. And it has some information about the starter. a quick start guide, and then the starter itself. Here it is, starter itself, car quest. So let's get this done. Once you finish installing those two bolts, you'll want to connect the positive terminal, I believe this is, which is right here, and then the negative terminal, and then just put everything back together and you're done. Okay, so just now I just scraped all this gasket maker clean. Doesn't have to be perfect, but now I'm just doing this part, this piece right here on the intake manifold itself. Once I finish this, I can put more new gasket maker on it and put the throttle body back to the intake manifold. Now that I'm done, I'm just gonna very lightly, gently start placing some gasket maker all around this. I mean, it's tough with one hand, but you get the idea. Basically, I want to get all the corners all around the throttle body, kind of like that, and then put it in place. Whoops, almost dropped it. And put the bolts in, and that's it. So I have everything mounted up again. Now, lastly, we're gonna install a new we're gonna install a new air filter. That's the old one. I'm gonna go this route. We installed the new air intake filter, put everything back up. Now we're gonna start the car. And this is going to be the first start with the new starter. Hopefully it starts. Let's see what happens. 1, 2. There we go. Job well done. Right guys, so I'm closing off this video here. I hope you guys found this starter install helpful. I am now recording on my brand new GoPro Hero session, thanks to my girlfriend. Yesterday was my birthday, so I got this new camera. And yeah, if you guys need any advice or have any questions on how to install a starter, make sure to leave them down in the comment section. I'll be sure to help you out if I can. Please like the video if it was helpful. Subscribe if you haven't already. We're very close to 1,000 subscribers, so let's see if we can do it. I think we can. You guys are the best. I know we can do it. See you guys in the next one. Peace.